Test, test. Test, 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 test. Time for more plot. Hello, Yugiri. What have you to say to me? Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from the Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both of our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves, for did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Oldest. Let us go amongst the people with our own eyes, bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you if that's all right. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. I'm going to turn on the fan. Hold on a second. Okay. Can I go to where the samurai quest wanted me to go yet, I wonder? Where the hell is that? Hello, Ace. Line narration. Damn it. Liberation. That's better. Now then, where the hell is this? How do I get over there? I'll worry about it later. It's not the story, it's the... Well, look at where I wonder if doing the story will get me over there. It might. But it's for the... It's for the samurai quest. I suppose it'll get me over there eventually, maybe, but there's nothing else really over there. I wonder if it's underwater or something. I don't know. Yeah, I follow you. I don't know. Oldest, I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. I did. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while we were wearing the garb of a shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants, Oldest as our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I trust you. And without further ado, let us begin. Yeah, I don't look suspicious at all. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. Warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yanjia ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. Oh boy. You, a merchant, forgive my skepticism, but you strike me less of a man of commerce and more of a common sellsword. Ha! That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscriptors to send us soldiers to the other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. A traveling merchant? With meat, perchance? Bah, better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin. Surely you have not been long in Yanxi, else you would. For a generation we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. But the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. This place is fucking depressing. Foreign peddlers? And Namai? Whatever you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know no village in Yanjia that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Mozen, had they not all died in a battle or the purges. There is the Doman enclave, of course, but that lies beyond Dairu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Ow. Oldest, what have you learned? Everyone is very unhappy. Lisa and I encountered much the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hein to return, and without him... Lord Hien, my mistake. Oh... Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, perhaps it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. This and I will look for the farmers in the paddies to the east. Oldest, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair. Well, I don't know about that, Yugiri. They seem pretty upset. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. They were caterpillars, lady. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. Oh, Jesus Christ. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Jesus, this place is fucking depressing. Holy shit. Caterpillar is much larger. Oh, Christ. Ow. I got the flowers. That's all that matters. killed by a big beetle. That thing fucked me up too. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. You found some? Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you can come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me so much kindness. We'd buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. Hello, Claudio. I got a lot done today. Ooh. I can survive that. Ow. I don't get to where that is. Doesn't look like there's a way to go up and around. Yes, I am. I did. He was pretty cool. That was a good fight. That's a large face. How do I get up there? Must go up. Oh, neat. I'll have to go back and explore it some. That just took me the whole way around, didn't it? Yes, it did. What the fuck? How do I get up there? That looks to be the way. Hi, Captain Jack. I mean, maybe. Yeah, this must be it. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. Oh, this is depressing. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland? Azami, Azami, there you are, Azami. What the? You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. He saved me from the monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. Go back to the village now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. How many times do I have to tell you? If they find you here, we're the ones they'll punish, and it'll be 1,000 times worse than before. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgent peasant present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserve to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. What he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear, and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got, so please, don't take it from us. Jesus. Slightly depressing. A little bit sad. What's wrong, oldest? Did something happen? You can say that. You are coming at a good time, oldest, but we recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy Issei, he told you all this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirit would be so broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Yep. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of Fierce and consult with comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Ooh, I'll come back for you later.
Imperials.
Who else?
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire who enjoy her safety and prosperity,
I missed it.
you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall. But before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lys. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Looks like we're getting some Imperial blood on the sword today, boys. Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, oldest, we must hurry. I'm gonna pull an Estinian and turn my red sword even redder with the blood of my enemies, so that it stinks and deals poison damage also, because there's rotting blood on it. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it's a shinobi's tool for when more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. They are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you are a veteran warrior, and I'm sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. I'm a shinobi too, god damn it. All I gotta do is put on my ninja outfit. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Here's surroundings for Imperial soldiers. Remove the camera. R2 and X. Where is he? I don't see him, you Gary. Where's the guy I'm looking for? Good night. You two are being awful quiet right now. Well done, my friends. Now give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for the other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. I dig her armor a whole lot right now. It's way fancier than when we were together last time. Good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah. Good night. And good night. Sleep well. The last Imperial soldier crumbles to the ground to sleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin you, Gary. Whee! Ooh, wow, that's all pretty. What's all that? What's up with the light show? Ow. I'm gonna check out this fate. Ow. Ah, yeah, they did show that earlier, didn't they? Very nice looking. It's very pretty. No, not with only 5 minutes left. That ain't gonna happen. Sorry, Fate. I'll kill you, though. Very pretty. Very pretty light show you guys have there. Excellent work, Oldest. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south. Flumnus. Once it was the base of operations for the growing occupation, until 10 or so years ago when they relocated to Goma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I ask that you incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. And good night. And good night. The two sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Fine work, Oldest. You have a gift in the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Wonder what she would say if I was a ninja right now. If she would say anything different. Sir, the An from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I'll address them personally. Attention! Shortly you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know how the first thing about Magitech. It'll take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villagers may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Yeah, I saw him. Deal with this rebel. I am needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do it now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I've always liked you, Geary. I think she's cool. Despite the urgency of this situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand and watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. If that's what you want to call her, yeah. She was standing on Go Setsu's head and talking about how she wants everyone to crawl through the filth, and only that will bring her satisfaction from the lowly Domans. And Ace goes, you know, I think she's evil. How would I call her? The main villain. Well, maybe not the main villain, but the bad lady. The very not nice woman. For a mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. And then Ace goes, if she was a man, she'd be twirling a mustache right now. Oh yeah, you could tell she was evil just by looking at her. And then she stepped on Gosetsu's head and did that whole speech, and I was like, oh, okay. Spindly soldier. Stocky soldier. Strapping soldier. 5 more minutes. Sodding the lot of you. I mean, what? Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of outside? Nothing's coming. That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, the solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that the changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. I shall not protest. This uniform appears to be more or less your size. I should say so. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You have chosen one to your liking then? Excellent. Pick the big one. I don't think I'll fit. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms in case the items in your possessions are not to your liking. This Kabuto and Teko should match the Uwagi, Haikama, and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I'm sure that once you change it, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You'll need to give the soldiers guarding the villages a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I'll be waiting to deal with them. How do I... what? Did I get it? Ah! There it is. Very nice. I look like a little shithead. Why are you fighting me? Oh, my damage is bad. Oh, and my health is low. Nope. Nope. Fuck off, dog. This is very bad. Fuck off and leave me alone. This armor sucks. Oh, hello there. Are you new? I gotta do an Imperial salute. It's the time already. Not that I'm complaining, mind. But I thought the others would be gone longer. Tuning in the guard, is it? Bad bloody time. Looking at these and is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes. Pissing myself in fear. Putting my regular clothes back on. Oh yeah, you're not so tough now, are you? Little fucker. If you want to call that a dog, yeah, sure. I mean, it makes dog noises, but it doesn't look like any dog I've ever seen before. It's got horns. And a demon face. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform, too. Time to guide the villagers to freedom. Good. I have already gotten rid of the uniforms because it fucking sucked. Cool for a glamour, but I'm definitely not going to be wearing it by itself because it was way too weak for any of that stuff that I was doing.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doman?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it, and trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doman. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
Damn, this place is depressing. Your homeland's kind of bumming me out. Apologies, Oldest. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts they still... Now's not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They'll suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It's not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. 10 to the last 2 I put to sleep, and I shall see to the others. Not 100% sure how I picked that man up, but alright. Father, is that you? I definitely didn't pick that guy up. There's no way. I want to go home. Are you, Gary?
Forgive me for making you search.
That wasn't too bad.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doman. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, I know. I met your parents.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doman.
Man, why is this game so good?
In the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger."
When they were in the village, they said she wasn't allowed to return.
Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered. So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
Well, that seems good.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doman Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
I could probably just teleport there. Ah, while I was gone, maybe Ali safe fixed the Aethernet. That's cool. Because it was definitely broken before. Ow. Oh, ow. Not right now. You know how to get there. Ooh, enjoy that. That fight's fun. Though I'm not sure if they changed it at all since I did it, because I definitely did it before they patched all this stuff. Not right now. I gotta talk to you, Gary, first. Come, come, we'll tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it. What the fuck's going on in here?
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doman.
Oh, good.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doman, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
I'm more than willing to try again.
We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. more likely her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
I'm gonna stab him. If it's me, he won't be so hard on the other ones because I'm not from here. Let me go kill him. I can kill him. Let me go kill him. Go fuck his day right out. Shove my sword so far up his ass it'll come out of his mouth. I will not pursue her. As for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life. And it is not to be spent so recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray that she realizes this soon. Ow. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? Then you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. It is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doman any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yosetsu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort, and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. This Kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Oldest. I will. I want in on this. Or die trying. You understand the risks. Forgive me. Of course you do. Mayhap better than I. But are you sure? I want to fuck him up. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Someone's spying on us. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. God, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends. And they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Oh, God damn it. Gary, I think this might be a bad idea. That orange shirt guy is gonna fuck everything all up. Our solid murder plan isn't so solid anymore. Always. So much swimming in this. Whoa, that camera angle went funky. How was it? Did you have fun? I really enjoyed that fight whenever I did it. I'm curious if they changed it. I'll have to do it again with you guys. Since you missed it, orange shirt guy, whose name I forget, is trying to ruin all of our plans. He's gonna warn Xenos that we're trying to stab him. Like a little shithead. Yeah, I forget his name. Issei. Might be Issei. It's not important. He doesn't deserve to have a name. He's gonna turn us in. Faces. They're very ugly looking. They might be in my nightmares too, just from this. Very ugly. Ouch. That wasn't even that far. Come on now. Our plan might be in danger, you, Gary. This is far enough. Let's discuss our plan of attack. This is gonna go poorly. Gary has made a choice, and so have you. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. We'll depart Doman Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. We'll then continue to these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. I also have a bad feeling about this. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape. The manor is better suited for our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Oh, Gary. I was on board with this plan whenever he didn't know we were coming, but now he definitely knows we're coming. Doesn't matter, I'll solo him. I'm the warrior of goddamn light. Shove my sword so far off his ass it'll come out of his mouth. And I have a really short sword. Shoulder deep, motherfucker. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It's settled. We shall lie in wait until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. Oh, I love that light thing right there. That's good. That's real nice. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. I guess, Gary. I mean, oh boy. Oh boy. I get the feeling he's not even going to be there because he knows we're coming.
He comes.
I told you, I'm not even worried. I'm going to shove my sword so far up his ass, it's going to come out of his mouth. And my sword's really short, so I'm going to have to get shoulder deep up into that motherfucker, but it's going to happen. There he is.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
His armor is so sick, though.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
What are you planning? Bad luck, you Gary.
Ambush!
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kyan! For Doman!
Ah!
Hi, Xenos. Been a while. How you doing?
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
Did your girlfriend buy you a fancy new sword?
Then again, I'm loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
And my sword's short. Nice to see you again. Oh, I don't even get to fight them, alright. Oh, I got you, motherfucker. You're taking way more damage this time. I can take you. Oh, that hurts a lot, though. Don't do that. Oh, fuck. Ouch. Lightless flame? What is that? Can I target it? It seems like it's a bad thing. Christ.
This day you die. Leave this to me.
Oh, he's pissed. Well done, Beast. You've earned the right to look at the Ame no Habariki.
Let us put you to the proof.
Come then, Xenos. Oh. Oh, he got all of his health back. Uh-oh.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, Beast, run.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. He got all of his health back when I was winning.
To remember.
Uh-oh. 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 I can win this fight eventually.
Run, Beast, run. now.
Ouch.
Run, beast, run!
Give me that ass, Xenos.
Give me something to remember. I see.
I'm still alive, bitch! Oh, but I'm still going. I even healed.
Ah, I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Good to see you again.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Huh. Me? That was me what did that.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live.
Whatever you say, blonde Sephiroth.
For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live.
Ouchie, ouch.
You are not worthy.
Oh, I misjudged you, orange shirt man.
Get away from them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doman!
Aw, you Geary.
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to address the balance.
how wrong you are!
Oh, round 2, bitch.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them! My lord?
I think he likes me. He wants me to live so that I can fuck him up someday. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's pain, and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. Sushi. Yeah, he's stuck behind in Kugane. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Good. All right, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got a wounded to attend to first. We should go back to the village. Hi, Captain Jack. I'll see you later when... Oh, hello, flying car. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know... Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The Shinobi 2. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty alright. I mean, he fucked me up pretty good, but I was healing and I would have been fine. I could have fucked him up. It would have taken me a little while, but eventually I'd have won.
How are you
I can take him.
lady?
Sword in his ass.
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Next time I'm going to use my gun to shoot him in the fucking face.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
This kind of makes me want to play as him in Dissidia a bit, because I don't really think I ever touched him after he came out. Like, I tried him a little bit, I imagine.
You like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I remember trying him, but not very often.
What to say to them? I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
Let's do it again.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what.
I cut his horn off. I got him. I can kick his ass.
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What?
He's got a man crush on me.
You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
That is true.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
I love her so much.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doman in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
You don't really know what he looks like. I've only seen the back of his head. I guess I do. Is he the one that I have the wind-up minion of? That someone handed to me? Yep, it sure is. That's him right there. I'll be traveling to the Izem Steep, Oldest. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was me who put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver him our people's reply. Whoops. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked down on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, should I add. Oh, you're not one of my allies. Wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me. And there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me understand a lot of other things. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlian or Uldai, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as Lord Hien intrigues us, Oldest, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doman Castle, for one. There's also the matter of coordinating our efforts in the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane, dealing with this troublesome Aetherite. I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart from the Izem steppe at once. Will you be joining us, Oldest? Indeed I will. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you better contact us. Noble sacrifices are our last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many miles to travel before we reach reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom. So don't keep us waiting too long. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doman Castle...
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
Uh-oh. Did he find Omega? That could be bad. Duh.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well.
If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Von Sephiroth is pissed.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
Damn!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him?
Buddy, I kicked your ass twice.
I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Oh no. Meanwhile, in the fridges of Gear Albania, Gear Albania.
Aye, this is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Ooh. Estinian? Oh. You cleaned your armor.
If this be the work of the Eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
Proud of you for washing your armor. Congratulations on not smelling like shit. If all already, let's depart for a reunion in the Azim steppe. Yeah. Our route will be somewhat circuitous? Circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast. Passy, sorry. Yes, circuitous. Claudio, you're not seeing eye to eye with me on how often these words come up in conversation. Would it not be faster to say, We're gonna be going around in circles. There's another one of those words where I want you to let me know the first time you hear someone say that in conversation. I'm just saying, like, they're just words that you don't use. You'd be surprised how little circuitous comes up in conversations. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Izem steep. These and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Hi, Lise. Nice to see you. It's not too hard to pick up on what those words mean, but like, that's the first time I've ever seen either of those. Give me some narration, Lise. Ooh, this area is very pretty.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation.
We never get tired whenever we run around in circles, Ace.
With the wind at our backs, we walked on. In search of hope. In search of him.
In search of him. Well, it looked a lot nicer in that cutscene. Why is it all gray? I don't remember. But that's good to know. I give you the Azim Steppe, oldest. Though I should say that this is but one of the small portion of it. Despite the close proximity to Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it's not much farther. Well, yeah, no shit, it was the weather. I'm just saying. The weather whenever I showed up was definitely very different than the cutscene. Hold on, you Gary. I gotta tune first. Yeah, fog. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here's where we begin our search for Lord Ian. An iron gunblade. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said that he spent much time in these markets. I'd hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Yugiri, I have a meaning to ask. There's an awful lot of Zala here, aren't they? Okay, I won't be playing too much longer anyway. Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to nomadic tribes in the Zala since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in here and take the step with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zala warriors who fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands are not made for men. The soil is thin, the weather unforgiving. The Zala force found ways to survive, it's true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. Sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hien. Ha! People from my many tribes gather and reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Oldest, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Buzz, fresh buzz. Your choice of lamb or zo, guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? Yeah, a Doman. Unless another Zarka is keeping him in her yard, he's not here. More fool her if you took a Doman for a husband. Enough about Domans. Let's speak about Buzz instead. You cannot come to the eyes of steep and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. Don't care about your Buzz. What fortune you have come hither as of this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs, too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A Doman, poor meat they make Domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. Very little meat in these Domans. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the steep. Come. You seek Domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little flavor with those from the south. Now, if it was Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock my stall. Sorry about that, I bumped the mic. I'm trying to itch my beard's itchy. I have brought you a new brush, my beloved, so smooth and silky your mane shall be. The envy of every other man. Say again, you're seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her. I only know that she is a mole because I heard them talking as they passed. God. Mole. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember. Mole. I got lucky. I got it on the second try. I wonder if I can see that on the companion. Hang on. It does not say on the companion. I'll have to look at the menu. Oh, I see. You're looking for Hien. In that case, how urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsey, will you buy it? There's one bundle left. If not, then... I will, though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsey. The gods themselves requested it. I am bound to their will. Pay me the difference in whisper root, and I will sell it to the apothecary to pass through the reunion. We will feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I'm sorry, but must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave reunion without that keen side. Neat! It's on the character menu. I shall look. I know not to say. Thank you, oldest. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of the reunion. If we harvest 2, we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Ashion, the Wanderer. Oops. I'm gonna set up a change for the ninja here. Nope, that's not the right one. another? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I just remember. It's not a combo, I thought it was. It's been a while since I've messed around with any of this. That's probably more the better. Hell, it's happening. There we go. Well, I just accidentally did it over here, and I thought a combo action came up for the other one over here, but it seems not. Must have saw something else. But I did want to mess around with some of that anyway, because that teleport that the ninja has is definitely not super useful, and I wanted it off of the hotbar. And I don't know. Hold on a second. Mug is pretty standard stuff. What does this do? It does Huton. Oh. You know, that might be way more useful, actually. I'm not sure. I need to check. Come here, Wind Sprite. Oh, that is super useful. Yep, that's staying on. Welcome back, Goldus. Have you brought the Whisper root? There you go. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgan rarely have need of such herbs, and my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, and I would have done for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided my grandmother, as they guided this man from the west. Perhaps.
Hey. How goes the search? Any luck?
You could say that.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master.
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second!
Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors?
Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Uh-oh.
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories.
Prances as a horse.
The Undyne ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words!
As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San. Which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
More? Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Doman set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment. Here. He has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steep. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Very well. A long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our Lord and Master. Your Lord and Master. Did you really need my map for that? You couldn't just say, he likes to hang out on the cliff overlooking the market. Mitsurugi, is that you?
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head, which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Not less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You, Giri, Go-Setsu, and,
Who are the rest of you people?
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yogiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Cyrena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that, and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude.
What a cool dude.
There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
I like his sword.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
I intend to win.
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing them all in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
I like this guy.
Just so, just so. Our Lord has spoken, Ugiri. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more, I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Yeah, I can do that. One's a big dumb idiot, and the other one's kind of cool.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
Or something, yes. Something like that.
So they say. Though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
And you know, old as the cheese, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust words when actions speak truer. I can relate. Seems to me... So you too have heard of the Nadam, the great battle for supremacy of the Steep. I learned of it during my stay with the Mole. To my knowledge, no foreigner has ever participated, much less triumphed in a Nadam. But, lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think that we would have a good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the Steep. We are not without options, given what Cernia has told me. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadam. When they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as the fellow warriors of the Mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Eo. Mole Eo. Mole Eo? Where Cernia and her people have made camp for this season. Well, if you ask me, that seems like just as good a place to stop as any, so I'm gonna stop there. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. I appreciate it. God damn, this game is so good. This game is so good. This game is just real good. I think the next few days I'm going to try and take a little bit of a break from this to try and I want to get levels higher, because as it is right now, the monk and the gunbreaker can no longer participate, and if I want the samurai and the ninja to be about the same level whenever I finish, I should probably try and level up ninja before continuing. So, And maybe that'll be about enough. We'll see. Anyways. Yeah. I'll have to do optionals. And dailies and the like. We'll play it by ear, see how it goes. Anyways. That's it for tonight. Thanks for coming out. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, guys.